The United States and Iran are at the negotiating table to restore the Iran nuclear deal. Currently, the ball is in Iran's court, and they say they're carefully studying the views of the American side. NTD's Jason Perry has that story.
If Iran were able to obtain a nuclear weapon,
U.S. officials have indicated there are still issues that need to be resolved before America will rejoin the Iran nuclear deal. The U.S. sent its response to the European Union the day after the Israeli National Security Advisor met with U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. Israel's Prime Minister Yair Lapid said this about the U.S. proposal to save the Iran nuclear deal.
Israel is not against any agreement. We are against this agreement because it is a bad one.
A spokesperson for Iran's foreign ministry said they have received the U.S. response and they are carefully studying American views. Some say the U.S. is too trusting.
Negotiations have that fundamental flaw that it trusts the regime as a normal actor.
I spoke with Dr. Magid Sadegpour, the political director of the Organization of the Iranian-American Communities, which promotes a free and democratic Iran. He gave some backdrop on the situation.
The international community has not learned of what Iran has been doing on the nuclear issue because Iran divulged anything on its own. Just about everything that we know about Iran's nuclear weapons program, Iran's nuclear program in general, is because it was divulged by Iranian resistance and part of it by other nations. But mostly all of it has been not because Iran was transparent, not because Iran told us anything and really met its obligations under international law. So that said, any negotiations with this regime has that flaw, that you're accepting on the premise that Iran would be a decent actor.
He said Iran will continue to pursue a nuclear bomb because it needs one for its own survival, as there have been several nationwide uprisings in the past few years calling for regime change. The Iranian regime's president, Ebrahim Raisi, is currently expected to speak before the United Nations General Assembly in September. Jason Perry, NTD News.